are, are committing today is that they're making the Negro think that they are for integration, and they're not. Are committing today in America is that for integration, not an intelligent white man in America who's for integration. So once you sit over here as a white man and let the black man sit over here as a black man, let the black man speak his mind as he feels, and let the white man speak his mind as he feels. This is communication. Once you communicate with each other on a black and white basis, then you can put the facts on the table. We can find out what each other like and what each other doesn't like and get some kind of solution. But as long as you got to make me think you for integration, and I got to make you believe that I believe you for integration while we are wrong from the start, you'll never get any kind of solution. Everybody, no matter how old or young they are, should know the art of self-defense, male or female, especially when you're living in a very brutal society. You should know how to defend yourself. And anybody who teaches Negroes today to turn the other cheek is actually committing a crime. Anyone who teaches Negroes to love those who hate him is actually making the Negro go contrary to the law of nature and making the Negro go contrary to his own intelligence. And my remark concerning the rifles was based upon the Constitution, where it says that everybody has a right to own weapons and can defend himself when he's attacked. The Constitution of this government gives you the right to own a weapon. And I said that in areas of this country where the government has proven itself either unable or unwilling to defend Negroes, it's time for the Negro to defend himself. When you were in a civilization or a society or a government in 1964, where your churches can be bombed and your little girls be murdered and you can't do anything about it, then you need to crawl down the sewer. You don't even need to wait to be flushed. So there is nothing wrong with what I said, and there's nothing criminal or against the law in what I said. White people defend themselves. Black people should defend themselves. This doesn't mean that we should take a rifle and go out and initiate acts of aggression. But I used to be a burglar, and I burglarized the home. And when I was a Christian, I was a burglar. And in that capacity, I was able to enter the home of many white people. And never did I enter a home where there wasn't a rifle or a shotgun. They've been armed a long time. So this is why they're so upset when they see you telling the Negro to get the same thing that they have. Just get a rifle and a shotgun, but don't attack anybody with it. But if anybody makes any kind of move whatsoever to violate your property or the lives of your family, you should die like a man, no matter what the odds against you are. Life. But they take the Negro and disarm him of his intelligence by telling him to turn the other cheek. He should be peaceful. He should be law-abiding. But at any time anybody tries to make him the victim of brutality, he should retaliate with the maximum force at his disposal. No matter what the odds against him are, he should retaliate. And the only ones who are going to start telling him that the odds against him are too great are these Negro Uncle Toms. Well, if a Negro can be drafted and sent to Korea to face 800 million Chinese, I don't know where any greater odds are than that. So it's better for him to do it right here at home, die like a man, and then
by the members of your rifle club, if there is such a thing.
Whatever, I haven't mentioned, whatever is necessary. I'm flexible, and they should keep flexibility. Whenever the government hasn't done its part, then it's up to the people to do their part.
Where has the government not done its part? Put it that way.
The church was bombed in Birmingham. 4 little girls were murdered. Where are the murderers? Medgar Evers was shot in the back. Where is his murderer? Emmett Till, Charles Mack Parker, and 2 little boys were shot down right after the church was bombed. All of this happened right after the March on Washington. Where was the government? All the government did was send a football coach down to look into the matter. No, the government has broken down. So the Negro who today is saying he's going to retaliate the burden shouldn't be upon us. The burden is on the government. Let the government do its job, and then it won't have to worry about things getting out of hand.
Well, don't you think that the police departments of this nation actually did try to find out who bombed the church?
No. The police were probably in cahoots with the bombers of the church.
In what way?
In whichever way it was necessary to bomb the church. Evidently, you aren't familiar with Birmingham. It was policemen who were sicking dogs on the babies. It was policemen who were drowning the innocent little children with water hoses. It was the policemen who are using cattle prods on innocent Negro demonstrators. So the policemen in this country are the ones who are responsible for the brutality and the violation of the rights of the persons who are demonstrating, trying to get some kind of implementation of the Supreme Court desegregation decision. So the policemen themselves have become guilty of violating the rights of the people. So what are the people to do? Call upon the same ones who are victimizing them to protect them? No. They have to protect themselves. Excuse me for raising my voice. They have to protect themselves. But I
What is good, my people? We are live back again with another live broadcast on the forecast. What's going on, my brother Anthony? Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? He speaks, we must listen. We still ain't listening, though. You know what I'm saying? And we still unprotected and definitely underserved. But you know why? Guess who got to protect us? Right? Guess who got to serve us? Right? And it's nobody's fault but our own when it comes to that. We know all of that. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, Erica come in the chat in a little bit because I want to talk about something that she put me onto, and I know her family is trying to get like attention on it, because they kind of, it's just some sick stuff that they do to our children and stuff like that, and they are protected, and hopefully some brothers in the area could go up and, like, ask questions, be seen, make some noise. You ain't got to do all of that other stuff, but hopefully brothers in the area, there will be brothers in the area, hopefully, more than one, because I get it when it's just one person showing up, unless you out ready to go in, you know what I'm saying? But because, like I said, I could do better myself and all of that. But I want to show y'all this, and hopefully, Erica is in there to give me like some more of the details that I may miss from this. So before I do that, right, I'm gonna show this, right, to give people time to come, so we don't have to keep going over it, because it's a couple things. I want to show this, so I'm gonna show this first before we get into it, So let me just play.
First of all, Africa is not a poor continent. It's not. It is a continent that has many, many resources. Moreover, rare earth, metals, raw materials, 50% of arable lands. We're not taking care of that. And Africa today is victim of many external spoilers that work against its stability.
Yeah, she's being like number one suspect. Her species being the number one suspect.
It is something that can be used against us.
And with regard to Africa, the issue of China comes up.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you about that. Is China dominating or trying to dominate the continent and scooping up some of those raw materials and metals that you mentioned that are so critical to technology?
Absolutely. China has an important presence at the time in Africa.
Yo, and hold on, before I play this, my brother Bobby, check this out, right? Check this video out. Before I even play that, I want to give you context. I don't know if you heard about what the British Museum is asking for help for, right? So check this out.
Is appealing to the public in its efforts to recover some of the 2,000 artifacts it believes were stolen from its collections. The British Museum is appealing to the public in its efforts to recover some of the 2,000 artifacts it believes were stolen from its collections.
So it's appealing to you to find some of the stuff that was the British Museum. It was like all these artifacts were stolen from them, and they need your help, my brother Anthony, to go and find them. You know what I'm saying? But let me run this white chick back. It's not long. It's not this whole video. It's just a few minutes. The first part.
First of all, Africa is not a poor continent. It's not. It is a continent that has many, many resources. Moreover, rare earth, metals, raw materials, 50% of arable lands. We're not taking care of that. And Africa today is victim of many external spoilers that work against its stability. it is something that can be used against us.
And with regard to Africa, the issue of China comes up.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you about that. Is China dominating or trying to dominate the continent and scooping up some of those raw materials and metals that you mentioned that are so critical to technology?
Absolutely, China has an important
Absolutely.
presence at the time in Africa. And well, I think it's normal that everyone tries to defend its national interests. The problem
I think it's normal for everybody to defend their national interests. You don't say. All right, it's not normal over this part. So I'll tell you right now, white bitch.
interests. The problem is if we are able to do that. I mean, what I don't really agree with is the approach that sometimes the West world had with these countries. For the idea I have is that we are always ready to give advices, but not so ready to give a hand. They don't trust us a lot. And I cannot say that they are completely wrong.
Yeah, that's not true. We trust, well, collectively, globally, we trust them with our lives. So I don't know what this white bitch talking about. She's the most dangerous species in the universe. Talking about they don't trust us very much, and then she hits you with the same old gang. Oh yeah, we different though. We's the good white folk. You know what I'm saying? We not like the West. You know.
And I cannot say that they are completely wrong. That's why my opinion is that we have to change this approach. What I want to do is to bring investments in Africa. Bring investments not only to say we want to help. No, that's not geopolitics. If you want to do serious things, you have to do things that are useful for both. For example, now we have a problem in Europe about energy sources after the war, but Africa is potentially an enormous producer.
Wait. Say that one more time. After 6,000 years of wars, we have a huge energy problem in Europe. We might go extinct. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Hush Harbor, what up, my brother? It's been a minute. She trying right now. She putting on that face.
About energy sources after the war, but Africa is potentially an enormous producer of energy, of every kind of energy, green energy, hydrogen,
Every kind of energy.
geothermic, they've got gas, they've got everything.
They got everything.
So
we got
if
nothing.
we help them taking out and producing this energy, and we tie them with Europe, we will solve many problems together.
Wait. We tied them to Europe. What are you talking about? Isn't it already tied to damn Europe? Like most black people is speaking some European language around the world. You know what I'm saying? Majority of black people is speaking. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but I know I am.
And producing this energy, and we tie them with Europe, we will solve many problems together.
Let's see, it's 2023.
Yeah. Can't believe it. It's 1623. But yeah, they're having an energy deficit, you know what I'm saying, in Europe. But if we tie that to Africa, then it will solve all of European problems, you know what I'm saying? But all right, I play this before I go into it, you know what I'm saying? This could be your answer too, so I'm not even mad.
Get off! No, get off of my door. Get off of my door. Get off of my door. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Why you? Because we black? That's you? What?
Yeah.
Because we black.
Because you don't fit in the neighborhood. That's why. I mean, it's not.
Now, if you ask me, they don't fit in Europe. I mean, the Europeans don't fit in Africa. They get skin cancer, all that kind of nonsense. You know, it's just the way I look at it. You know. Yeah, definitely, yo. It's been a minute, my brother. It's been a minute.
Because you don't fit in the neighborhood. That's why. I mean, it's
You see this? You see this?
Listen to me. It's all white people,
Listen,
pretty
bro.
much. So if I see somebody that's not,
That's black. If you see
You
somebody
say
black,
about black? Let me say.
if you see somebody black, you're gonna question them.
You gonna question them? And you gonna open my?
I can't believe this. The dude is like stunned right now. I don't know where we've been at the last, I don't know how long. I can't even tell you how long it's been, but I don't know where we've been at. So, or we still be shocked by this.
Door. Let me say this: if I was a crazy dude,
Now listen to this part, right? He was like, now the brother is threatening him. Now listen to what this old dude say to him.
say this: if I was a crazy dude, if I was crazy, something would have happened to your old ass.
Listen to
You,
me.
no. You listen to me.
I
Listen
got
to
a
me.
gun. If I was
Listen to
crazy,
me.
I'd shoot you.
Oh, you would shoot me.
Now this dude acting surprised, like, oh, you would shoot me, and he probably would shoot you right then because you should be, you know what I'm saying, practicing safety. You know what I'm saying? This was the point of all of it, you know what I'm saying, so that we come home at nighttime to our families and stuff, you know. The main problem in Africa is it doesn't have an industry-based economy to employ their own people. They don't need investment from Europe. Yeah, you know, and the infrastructure, if we understood and just like, I don't care where you limit it to, if you work together within your own nation, you'll build all of the infrastructure that is needed. It's just that right now we just
To
be
your old
surprised,
ass.
right?
Listen to
You,
me.
no. You listen to me.
I
Listen
got
to
a
me.
gun. If I was
Listen to
crazy,
me.
I'd shoot you.
Oh, you.
And you don't think he walk up to you and don't say that? And the white bitch from before, they say the same thing, just in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you like, you think I'm crazy? I gotta whatever, and now I shoot you. And he's sitting there surprised, thinking it's a game and it's funny, because we think everything is a damn game and everything is funny, but it ain't. Yo, what up, real black gentleman? Africa needs its own industry-based economy so it can employ its own people. Yeah, but unfortunately, and I'm showing you this because this unfortunately is a lot of black males, let's be real, in the actual world. How do you know? Go to your everyday jobs and all of these things and see, like, we all do things to fit in, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we can say whatever, but guess who's controlling the food? Because you know why? We ain't doing the thing that we got to do. Like, and if somebody like, I can't, it's hard for me to say something because they be like, yeah, well, you're supposed to do this and do this as a collective of men, because it's difficult for one person to do anything. You know what I'm saying? But as a collective of men, wipe this off our face and be like, oh well, yeah, like he should like not even be saying it, because you're like, all right, look, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing games and smiling. Think it's all smiles and sunshine. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm gonna go to what it want. Hopefully, Erica come into the thing because I want to show you something that she sent me. Um, hopefully it'll work, right? All right, so Erica's friend, right? Her friend had this happen to her son, and they're not really reporting it on the news and stuff like that. Yeah. Um, I personally think, our warriors have been redirected to do warrior things on each other. You know what I'm saying? Non-productive warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like, the ones who's really about that life is about that life against each other instead of like the real problem. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's some of the problems. You know what I mean? Um, Now, all right, so Erica was like, she hit me up and she showed me this. And the sister said one of her good friends had an 11-year-old boy who was sexually assaulted by three 13-year-old white boys, and the police in town ain't doing nothing about it. And then this person comes on like everything. Her grandson was sexually assaulted at a local playground, and the father, who was the vice president of the football team, and like, so it was football players, you know what I'm saying, they was at football practice or something like that, what's going on, Raw? What's going on? And so, and like I said, Erica sent me the story, that's why I was like, hopefully she and so it was six players that seen it happen, but the coach is the vice president, or something. The father is the vice president of the football team. One of the parents is the vice president of one of these little gay ass little white kids, you know what I'm saying, who molested another boy. It's like Greek culture, like they are disgusting, right? And the police trying to cover it up. And um so um she posted this video. Let me see.
About race. It's always about race in damn near every situation and every conversation. Okay. Trigger warning, this has to do with essay of a child. So if you don't want to see this, I totally understand. But this needs to be talked about. So an 11-year-old boy was allegedly assaulted by three boys on a playground in Pennsylvania. Mother claims the community is trying to clean it up. Now, her son is being accused.
Now
Her
that's the
son is being accused
now that's the mom of these little white boys, or these little, Neanderthals, you know, faggot Neanderthals. Let's be real, because what I'm saying, you raping another boy. You know what I'm saying? If that's not what it is, I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So these three little, what I'm saying, Neanderthals practicing, I'm just call it Greek culture. You know what I'm saying? It's their culture. And they rape another little boy at football practice, right? And this is the moms of these little Neanderthals.
of taking advantage of this little boy. Now, if y'all want to go on the neighborhood talk to get like the unedited version, which y'all know that I can't show that on here, but y'all can definitely go on there. But I'm going to read what I have, and hopefully y'all can read in between the lines, okay? But the little boy's name who got assaulted is, I want to say, Hayden King Lee. Was said to have been assaulted. Lee told his parents that a 13-year-old pulled down his pants and exposed his you know what. While the teen pinned the alleged victim down, two other boys asked him if he had prayed that day and threatened to have relations with
Now, like, what the, like, yo, this is like 13-year-old little Neanderthals, right? And you know what I'm saying? So this is happening to a 11-year-old young brother, you know what I'm saying? And they hold him down, two of them holding him down, and they talking about they gonna, like, you know what I'm saying, like rape him, you know what I'm saying? And they talking about like a thug, and these is these little Neanderthals, you know what I'm saying? And they trying to cover this up, of course they're not gonna put their names out there or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? Like I would put their names out there if I had it. So if you can get it, then definitely put their names out there.
that day and threatened to have relations with him like a thug if he didn't. Both boys then proceeded to insert their fingers into his. According to the victim's mother, I want to say Carlise, I think that's maybe how you say it. Police are investigating the matter between all parties, and I will definitely keep y'all updated. Now, the reason why I want to talk about this is because I'm not surprised that they're trying to cover it up. And y'all, the Black Panther has gotten involved, so we're not playing about this. Y'all, please share this video, boost it, do what y'all got to do to get this word out because he needs to get justice. So the letter says, to whom it may concern, peace and black power in all things, we have been made aware of a recent incident in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, involving our young brother, Hayden. I think that's how you say it. Hayden King Lee, who was sexually assaulted by three young boys, one being white
Raped.
and one being mixed race, acting as the aggressor in the assault on the community playground. Nothing has been done to get justice for our young brother, so we have made contact with his family to begin the process of getting justice and have officially became.
And when you listen to this, I want you to understand, right? And this is Erica's friend, one of her friends, and I want you to see like how easily or how close it could hit even some in your vicinity, how quick it could happen. Because if we just do nothing, it will. That's just the laws of averages. You know what I'm saying? Like we can think that it has nothing to do with us until it has something to do with you specifically. You know what I'm saying? And this is some of the issues that we have to realize.
The spokesperson for this family, period. With that being said, please address all questions, comments, and concerns to the Black Panther Coalition. I think that's how you say it, or our sister and brother organizations, Queens Against Gun Violence, and the Order of the 66th Black Legion. If you wish to contact the family on how you can help get justice, please contact one of the organizations listed above. That's their information right there, y'all. If y'all want to contact us, see if we got to sign a petition, a GoFundMe, whatever they need, call them. I'm so glad that they're not wasting any time getting justice, because had this been left up to the police, y'all know how the shit would have went. Especially with it being that it's a black boy that's the victim and a white boy that's being accused of something very horrific.
Now, and by the way, right, not to scare y'all or nothing, but we might need to start um having conversations about the word justice and what it actually means, you know what I'm saying, in our language, you know what I mean?
Boy that's the victim and a white boy that's being accused of something very horrific. And then what also irritated me is that the mama was saying like, oh, I've let them know that I'm willing to cooperate if my son did this. Like, girl, one, how does your 13-year-old child know to do this to somebody else? And two, it's giving crackhead Christian, because he asked the little boy if he prayed today, and if he didn't, he was going to get assaulted. Is that
They said if you pray today, right? And I know there have been people who I've known, you know what I'm saying, that have cussed me out and was like, I'm not gonna talk to you, but like, I don't talk about the religious stuff. But, it's like I said, this little boy was a Christian, you know what I'm saying? He said, did you pray today? And if you didn't, now I'm like, then we wonder how we get to the state that we're in, right? Because if a little 13-year-old boy is saying that right now, imagine what they were saying, right? A little, like, they're 5-year-old, 2-year-old, all of them saying the same stuff. And we don't think so, but it's true.
if he prayed today, and if he didn't, he was going to get assaulted? Is that what y'all teaching y'all kids? Because he had to learn this from somewhere. He had to see this from somewhere. And then the little girl, I guess that's her daughter that's standing next to her in the video, which I can't play it because y'all know how TikTok go. But she was just looking like, my brother ain't did that. This is why I need to be mindful of how y'all raising y'all children, because they be very
I wish I
fucking
had that
anti-black.
video
Like,
right
they be
there.
crackhead Christians, very much anti anything gay. Like, why is y'all teaching these fucking children that? These is kids. Whatever happened to kids?
Yeah, I mean, I'll find that video and play it again the next time, you know what I'm saying? Whatever video this is with them in it. Just so, you know what I'm saying, you can see their faces and stuff like that. You know what I mean? But this is what they do. Now, I don't know if this is her, but they in the comments and all this stuff, like talking crazy to them. I don't know if this is one of them. That's why wanted to ask Erica if this is one of the chicks here. It's like the mother is a liar. Her lies are starting to fall apart. When you take your son to the police station, the hospital, she did neither. She ran to Facebook and TikTok. You plaster his name and face all over social media. Why would you do this to she said child, but a little Neanderthal boy? I have very, very close family member that was SA sexually assaulted, and that is not something to get attention for. So she's trying to say that, you know what I'm saying, is a lie, but as witnesses, is all that, what I'm saying, the police went in, and this is, what I'm saying, the chick going in on her. He's like, you claim these little monsters not from your bloodline, then what is your point in antagonizing his mother? Which they get their rocks off by doing that kind of stuff, right? So yeah, she and don't let them trigger you when they do this kind of stuff. They do it on purpose. I don't know which one is the moms, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But I don't know. So
What the narrative of the story is? The story is an 11-year-old boy was sexually assaulted by three 13-year-old boys that stand 5'6" and 5'7". The police didn't see this as a problem. And no, it wasn't no African American police over there. It didn't make a difference whether it was African American or not. The point of a matter, a child was sodomized, a child was hurt. And y'all don't want to do nothing. Y'all don't want to do nothing. And then even when you put it on the news, you still gave a bad narrative, but it's okay because the narrative of people who have common sense know that this child suffered, know that this child was violated, know that this child was disrespected, know that this child was humiliated. And we can't hold the children accountable. Let's hold the adults accountable. That part. The support I need, call our police department. If you follow me on my TikTok, which is ISIS 79394, I have the numbers up there. I've been very proactive about advocating for my son. I have the detectives that actually worked on the case. I have their numbers up there, their cards up there. I have the information to Children and Youth Services up here. I have that up there. We want to put the pressure on them. We want to let them know that, hey, mama and poppy, we are not alone. We have a village behind us, and we're going to keep on putting the pressure on them. I'm hoping that this shakes the grounds of the foundation of Carlisle, Pennsylvania, that we have state boards and state executives sitting around to review their policies. So if this ever was to happen again, that we can do something, because some people may not be like me. Some people may not take it to social media. Some people may not be able to communicate the way that I'm able to communicate. And still with that, I need some navigation. And you helped me with that today. And I appreciate you for that.
Now, and you tell me, right? Like, because we see the whole history of all of this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. I'm trying to see if they had the one with the white chick on there, but I don't think so. Let me see. No, I ain't got it. Yeah, so you know, y'all get the whole, you know, you know what I'm saying, the whole point of it. But I'm gonna have to find the other video with the parents on it, you know what I'm saying? Because I definitely want to do that, you know.
All but the people said.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
speak for the board.
Yeah.
But I'm in total disagreement with
Yeah.
what I just was told from the commissioner.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like, if we have to,
I guess this is the mom confronting the people, you know.
I didn't say that that's what we were going to do. Listen,
I know,
listen,
not
ma'am,
Saul, but
ma'am,
the people said.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
speak for the board.
Yeah.
But I'm in total disagreement
Yeah.
with what I just was told from the commissioner.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
like, if we have to
All
vote
right.
as a board to go against what they said, so be it. And
Okay.
we'll deal with that after the fact.
And
But
if that's-
I'm not going to co-sign on nothing that I'm not comfortable with.
Yeah, exactly.
And I am
I
not
want to know, so
comfortable.
we do have at least how many? Because I was told there was 8 football players and at least 2 or 3 cheerleaders. So
It was a lot of
they
kids.
all need to be brought in.
Yeah.
You mean that we're just there, like,
Yeah.
You see, you hear them say, "Oh, it wasn't all of them. It was just this," so they know it was something. You know what I'm
To be
saying?
brought in.
Yeah.
You mean that we're just there, like,
Yeah. But I didn't give CJ was over there. I don't know CJ's real name, but his mother works at Wilson Middle School and she works in the library. I do know that.
I will tell you right now, before, I don't want you to, like, be bombarded.
No,
But
no.
if you want, the lady I just gave you the number to, Miss Chanel, she's right outside. If you want to talk to any of them while they're here,
Who's Miss Chanel?
like, not.
All right, so you know, as y'all can see, you know, I'm trying to find the other one. I'm gonna have to find it later. You know what I'm saying?
Caleb was suspended last year for something he did in school.
Okay,
We
but
do it all the time.
So if he gets disciplined,
Joe,
So you know, the white boy probably did some Greek stuff before. You know what I'm saying?
We're just gonna call him. We're not
It's
gonna
fine.
contradicting
Yeah,
yourself
because
because
unfortunately-
Caleb was suspended last year for something he did in school.
okay,
We
but
do it all the time.
So if he gets disciplined,
Joe, hey, I'm in here with
Coach
the parents
Wilson
right now.
and Zion Patterson, one of your former players.
And I'm telling them that this needs to cease right now and go to the police. They already did go to the police. But what I'm saying is that as CAMF,
Now you see the other troll was like, "Oh, they ain't go to the police. They should." Well, yeah, they already did. They went up there. They went to the people. Like I said, maybe like we'll start to talk about our definitions of justice. You know what I'm saying? They apparently are cool with this, you know what I'm saying? Lifestyle. This is Greek culture, like for real. This is like, and when I say that, I'm not trying to like lighten it. This is Greek culture, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now if you go molest an 11-year-old boy, that's some faggot stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is literally what it is, you know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. You feel me? And to not go to jail. It shows you the culture that is represented. You know what I'm saying? They try to be Greeks to this day.
Right now and go to the police. They already did go to the police. But what I'm saying is that as CAMF, this did not happen at a game on our time, so this should not be in our shed being discussed.
All we're doing is removing Caleb from the football team, coach, for sexually assaulting a child. Are we wrong for that, coach? We're removing Caleb from the football. Oh, Caleb and Lovers from the football team for pinning an 11-year-old boy down, asking him before they touched him.
All right, so you heard his name. You heard their names right there, right? So y'all can like write their names down, I guess.
We're removing Caleb from the football. Oh, Caleb and Lovers from the football team. You're wrong for that, coach. We're removing Caleb from the football. Oh, Caleb and Lovers from the football team for pinning an 11-year-old boy down, asking him before they touched him, did he pray today? And then continuing to say, because you're about to get D'd down like a thug. So are we wrong for kicking 2 of our players off the team for these actions? Because if these parents get lawyers and lawyer up, it could put the whole entire organization.
Now, this, I'm assuming, is a coach on the team, right? And he's the only, apparently the only one that's going to say something. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, well, let's put him off the team. Well, you know, I don't know if that's justice or not, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you see, there's the black coach on the team who know who those 2 white boys are, know what happened, right? And they got witnesses already. You feel me? And he's like asking the coach, you know, oh, should we put them off of the team? You know what I'm saying? Like, should we roll up into the, I don't know.
Station at risk if we do not act on this.
We did not.
Hold on. The parents right here.
That fool said, what did the police say? You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I forgot. It's 2023. I was shocked for a second. You know what I'm saying? It almost got me. Like, I can't believe he said that.
Whole entire organization at risk if we do not act on this.
We did not.
Hold on.
Ma'am,
the parents right here.
The mom's here, Joe. So you're talking. This is gonna be the mom
And I'm
talking.
not sure why you're recording me, but
She's not recording you. She's been recording the whole time even before you came.
Because we had the conversation. Number one, the reason we came here today.
Now, I'm assuming this is the coach because he got on the same clothes she got on. He got the badge and all that stuff. He knows the kids and all that stuff. Maybe he's not, but I'm assuming that he is because he's talking to the coach, you know. But you see teams actually formed up like in real life when real life situations went down. Like teams went down and you see how people respond. It's not even like, you know what I'm saying? We didn't ask for none of this. You feel me? Like, when you talk about rape culture, do you really want to talk about rape culture, right, in America? Because it's disgusting, right?
She's not recording you. She's been recording the whole time.
Yo, what up? Yo, what up, Bakari? Hey, Bakari, this is and I'm showing some stuff about Erica. Like Erica, her friend, she was like she was gonna tell you too, Bakari. You know, this is a friend of her friend. You know what I'm saying? This happened where 2 little boys on the football team, you know what I'm saying, molested the little 11-year-old boy, 3 13-year-old white boys. They held him down and all of this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they pretty much, you know what I'm saying, like the police trying to cover it up. You know what I'm saying? I think the president of the team or something, whatever I said, you know what I'm saying, is the parent of one of these little Neanderthal boys. You know what I'm saying? So Erica like definitely want people to know about this. And if it's brothers in the area, like I ain't saying do whatever. I'm just saying like make your presence known. Apparently this is in Pennsylvania, and this happened like around Philly, near Philly somewhere. You know, but I'll play this again. You know, just yeah, because Erica definitely wanted you to see this too, Bakari.
So because Caleb was suspended last year for something he did in school.
Okay, but
We do it all the time.
So if he gets disciplined,
Joe, hey, I'm in here with
Coach
the parents
Wilson
right now.
and Zion Patterson.
Now I'm assuming the black dude is a coach or something on that because he's saying the white boys' names and all that stuff and talking to the white chick. You know what I'm saying? And they're on the phone with the coach. You know.
One of your former players.
And I'm telling them that this needs to cease right now and go to the police. They already did go to the police. But what I'm saying is that as CAMF, this did not happen at a game on our time, so this should not be in our shed being discussed.
All we're doing is removing Caleb from the football team, coach, for sexually assaulting a child. Are we wrong for that, coach? We're removing Caleb from the football. Oh, Caleb and Lovers from the football team for pinning a 11-year-old boy down, asking him before they touched him, did he pray today? And then continuing to say, because you're about to get D'd down like a thug. So are we wrong for kicking two of our players off the team for these actions? Because if these parents get lawyers and lawyer up, it could put the whole entire organization at risk if we do not act on this.
We did not.
Now it seems like he's talking as a coach, like is one of our players, our organization at risk if we don't do something. And you can tell he kind of hot, but like, come on, man.
Because if these parents get lawyers and lawyer up, it could put the whole entire organization at risk if we do not act on this.
We did not.
Hold on. Ma'am,
the parents right here.
The mom's here, Joe, so you're talking. This is going to be the mom
And I'm
talking.
not sure why you're recording me.
What did the police like?
She's been recording the whole time, even before you came.
Because we had the conversation. Number one, the reason we came here today because of the simple fact kids was coming to our home, concerned for my son because he was held down by 3 of your players and assaulted. They poked him in the butt and one of them stripped his pants down, exposing his behind and his penis like he was in a frat. We went to the police, we talked to them. If y'all having a meeting today in reference to kicking one of your players off, why wasn't his parents contacted? You coming here not even asking me if I'm okay as a mother or talking to his father, telling us that we have to leave out these chairs when 2 other coaches.
That's his father, I guess.
And this other lady right here was willing to communicate with us. We never raised our voice. We never got aggressive of anything. And it is really crazy that because of this player did this to our son, we don't have a right to speak up and you tell me where I need to go. But if this would have happened to your daughter, how would you feel?
Or your son, man.
How would you feel?
Okay, don't attack me.
No one attacked you, but you came here attacking us.
She straight went to y'all attacking me, like out of all after she said all that, she didn't, you know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, y'all attacking me. You can't reason with psychopaths though. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I used to say all the time. Like, you cannot reason with a fucking psychopath and you a sociopath for trying.
But if this would have happened to your daughter, how would you feel?
Or your son, man.
How would you feel?
Okay, don't attack me.
No one attacked you, but you came here attacking us. You attacking us.
I'm being told that this is
And
not.
you attacking us.
Let Joe talk.
Mr. Wilson, is it possible if I can get your number, we can talk one-on-one?
All right. And it's like, I don't want to keep going on this, but
the relationship they have with others. I'm not going to comment on
Yeah.
it. I will say I doubt wholeheartedly, knowing that police department and a lot of the officers over there, that politics is playing a factor in this, especially because it involves a child. There is a level of culpability, and you're kind of teetering with that at the age of 13. So when they say about not charging, it really is because there's a level of culpability, meaning responsibility, that has to be met for a threshold for criminal charges to be held. So, but with that being said,
And I understand that, but what about assault if we can't do the sexual?
If you have an issue with how the police department is handling the criminal investigation, I would contact the district attorney's office.
Okay.
Ultimately, they are the ones that will have the say if charges go through and not, because all the charges go through the DA's office.
Okay.
Right? So
where are they located at?
That in Carlisle Borough.
Okay, so do I can just Google it, or is they at the
You can
courthouse?
probably Google it. There might be a number you can contact. That's who you need to contact. Would be the Cumberland County District Attorney's Office.
Okay, thank you.
And again, we can, but we won't do anything because the simple fact you've already reported to the local police department.
If I would have
we can, but we won't do anything because blah blah blah.
known that, I would have just came
Well,
straight
we're not
in.
in the business of stepping on top of local police departments. It's not a good look for the state. You know, it's not a good look.
Yeah,
for the
I know.
Oh
but
yeah,
they told me to-
we would never. A bigger government would never take over for the smaller government. We would never do that. Of course not.
Come here.
Yeah.
Okay.
If there was seriously,
I feel like it's serious because a child was mutilated.
No.
I know what you're saying.
I'm not. No. I'm not referencing that. I agree with you.
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. So
Gotcha. What I mean is, if there was a serious allegation of some type of political involvement, and you have hard evidence that you think through a conversation or through a
I
letter?
have video of the coach saying that he has done things before and he has not been disciplinary. He got suspended one time last year, and I have it on video because when I went in there, I said, I'm going to record this conversation if y'all don't mind. He said, not a problem, just like I'm recording this conversation now. And we all had it on footage. And he said that this child is constantly a problem, constantly bullying people, constantly harassing people. And this happened Saturday, I still have groups of kids coming to my home saying, oh, he did it. Like they scared of him. And it's for me, it's for more victims to come forward. And who's to say what they done did in away games or so forth and stuff, because they're bullies.
Okay, so what I was getting at, is if there's a serious allegation of something.
Yeah,
like
whatever.
That,
what I was saying anyway.
Reach out to us, after hearing from you.
Okay.
They could let us, at that point, we might step in. But
okay.
Like I said, we're not.
Now, if the police don't have nothing to say about this little white boy, then perhaps we may or may not step in. But right now, we ain't, I ain't really trying to hear that N-word, B-word.
In the business of stepping on local police departments.
Okay.
Or butting our heads into other people's business without being requested.
Okay,
So,
that's what they told me to do. I spoke to a police officer that had over 18 years experience, and he a military police. He has no ties to Pennsylvania. He said your best bet is you call the local police. You did what you're supposed to do. You followed up. Go to state police and see if you can make a request or file a complaint, and then maybe they can investigate and look into it and go from there. Yeah. So I was just following what they told me to do. So you telling me this now? I need to go to the DA
DA's office would be from talking from an officer in Pennsylvania. DA's office would be your best way to go. And it sounds like you went to the school, which was a good move as a parent. The school can do some things. And if there was a CYS referral, then you're gonna have an independent kind of like investigation by CYS as well, parallels. So now you have someone else looking at it. So you did the right move there.
Okay.
All right, but I would suggest you go to the district attorney's office if there is no resolution.
All right, so y'all get the whole point of all of this, and they saying these are the numbers. I can't really see it, so. But yeah, Bukari said that happened to a friend, to her son. So you told me about trusting these fools, Yeah, it's something that we gotta definitely learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? It's something that, and you see like how serious they take it. Cause like I said, there's only one way that we'll ever get justice at the end of the day, and recognizing who is who and what they are. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm and I want to show you. So like the news had one news channel had like 2 things on it, and then they didn't really say nothing else about it. But if somebody wanted to say something about this, hopefully, really if Erica listening, you know what I'm saying, if she want to come on here, and if she has anything to say, she could come on here. But if any of y'all have something to say and you want to come on, just let me know and I'll put the link in the chat. But keep in mind, I got other stuff to show and I ain't trying to be on here super late. So, you know what I'm saying? It's not the other stuff not long, but but anyway.
Good evening. I'm Valerie Pritchett.
I'm Alicia Richards. So glad you are with us tonight. There are horrific allegations of abuse. The police say may have been carried out by a group of minors.
Right. So this is, how the news does it. That's why I used to show like news articles and, news stories to show you how, like, especially when you show different ones and the different things that they say in each news segment or article or anything like that, which they get like police reports and the stuff that they are told to say by, the whole structure to, do all of these things, and the inconsistencies that they show. But it's obvious. I don't know why we don't get it, but we don't, we just don't.
Horrific allegations of abuse. The police say may have been carried out by a group of minors against a child in Carlisle.
Sarah Wilson has been looking into this story, and she joins us now live in our studio with more. Sarah.
Alicia, Valerie, Carlisle police originally did not release any information about this, but told me they felt they had to after harmful information was spread on social media.
Now they saying what we was just looking at was harmful information, which looked like the conversation she went up to the school, she talking to, you know what I'm saying, investigators or the police or whatever the hell this white boy was, who said, oh yeah, the state, you know what I'm saying? He was like, we can't do nothing. But, you know, that's what they call it. Or should we trust them? You know, I don't know.
Information was spread on social media. Police in Carlisle investigating the alleged sexual assault of an 11-year-old on a borough playground earlier this month. The information only just released by officers after a flood of social media posts from the alleged victim's mother.
Since the release of these posts, a lot of misinformation has been spread.
Carlisle police releasing this, saying
Now they wasn't saying nothing until they started saying, "Oh, we could just gonna go to social media and raise and make it known." You know what I'm saying? Then you seen like the white girl troll who, you know what I'm saying, this Greek culture, like and think about it, if you okay with a 13-year-old Neanderthal boy molesting a 11-year-old child, right? And you make excuses for that. What kind of mindset? You think I'm gonna reason with that person? And I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna debate with you about whether this is okay or not. You think I'm gonna debate with them and I'm gonna change their mind on anything? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna see, oh well, this is wrong. This shouldn't happen. Kids shouldn't molest each other. No, this is like Greek culture. You know what I'm saying?
Carlisle police releasing this, saying it's to protect the, quote, well-being of all children involved. It comes after one post on the mother's Facebook.
Said all children, and well, is one child involved and a couple of and 3 other Neanderthal thugs that they named. They named them. You heard the names just now, right? They know who did it. And the coach knows who did it. And they know they got a whole history of doing crazy Neanderthal stuff, but they're all Neanderthals, and this is like normal. Like, yeah, you don't, you know what I'm saying, do that to little boys, you know?
Involved. It comes after one post on the mother's Facebook named the minors she claims were involved in her child's alleged assault.
This information has been seriously disparaging and is negatively affecting the mental health and well-being of children in our community.
According to Officer DeMartel with Carlisle Police, officers did respond to what they...
And this is why I was showing you this at the beginning, man. You're like, yo, who you think cares about our children? Obviously nobody, because if anybody did, they would do something for them. And obviously we have nothing for our children to make sure that they are safe in situations like this. You know what I'm saying? And at the very least, man, like, yo, it is true. Keep them from around them. You could play football on black teams. All right. You know what I'm saying? This probably the most competitive, you know what I'm saying, one he's going to get into, you know what I'm saying? Not in these white areas and these white schools and white leagues and all this stuff. You probably going to be molested. I wouldn't be surprised if you hear like a 19-year-old brother, and you know what I'm saying, I don't want to say Colorado because a lot of y'all Colorado fans now, but in Oregon or something, you know what I'm saying, get molested by 3 white boys. And we'd be like, oh, you wouldn't surprised by that, would you? But anyway.
According to Officer DeMartel with Carlisle Police, officers did respond to what they say appeared to be a fight on a playground near Factory and C Street September 15th.
A rape, not a
Carlisle
fight.
police say a detective spoke with the alleged victim and requested that anyone involved come to the station for an interview. Police did not say if anyone else was interviewed. Police are also not releasing the names of anyone allegedly involved because they're minors and because no charges have been filed at this time.
And I think it's going to cause a great deal of difficulty.
Legal experts, including the Cumberland County District Attorney, saying that the parent's social media post could hamper the investigation, especially if charges are filed.
You could convict somebody in the court of public opinion. You could deprive them of the right to a fair trial because you could taint potential jurors.
Former federal judge John Jones noting one of his biggest concerns is the juveniles' names now on Facebook.
The reputational harm is manifest. It's huge. That permanency.
So the horrible thing in all is that we now know who these little Neanderthal boys is. You know what I'm saying? We know their names at least. This is such a crime to him. You know, that's the crime.
Juveniles' names now on Facebook.
The reputational harm is manifest. It's huge. That permanency on the internet is really a problem and can be very damning.
Yeah, so is rape, buddy. What are you talking about? Like, when you rape somebody, yeah, you put your name, you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, just like this police department and this white dude who is the former federal judge, right? John Jones. Listen, the whole point is, man, like, if it's brothers in the area, you know what I'm saying? I ain't say you gotta do this or do that, but like this is why it's important for brothers' presence to be felt. You know what I'm saying? This includes me in my area too. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely do a lot better. But if we don't do this, you know what I'm saying? This is the at risk that we have because unfortunately, it could hit closer to home and closer to home till like one day you mad because something that happened to your child and you may do whatever, but like at this point is a suicide mission. And we gotta get it to a martyr, you know what I'm saying, if it's still happening, because we gotta eliminate it completely. But I'm just saying, yo, and just as brothers, I'll play this one more time, because this is like what black men right now, because I'm a black man, so I'm gonna speak on that side of the game, you know what I'm saying, because this is our area to be able to protect, you know what I'm saying, our own children and our family instead of just like pleading and stuff like that, because we understand what the game is, you know what I'm saying, and we all games and laughing and stuff. But listen to what this white dude told him, and after he didn't threaten this white boy, you know what I'm saying, this old white dude who ran up on a bunch of young black dudes with no fear in his heart, should have been running the other way, you know what I'm saying, like dropping his cane and taking off because he know what's up.
So if I see somebody that's
black, if you see somebody
You say
black,
about black. Let me say.
if you see somebody black, you're gonna question them.
You gonna question them, and you gonna open my door. Let me say this: if I was a crazy dude, if I was crazy, something would have happened to your old ass.
Listen to me.
No. You listen to me.
I
Listen
got
to
a
me.
gun. If I was
Listen to
crazy,
me.
I'd shoot you.
Oh, you would shoot me?
And he said, "Listen to me. If I would have had a gun, I'd shoot you." Yo, it's crazy. They have no problem. We got a problem convicting them after they was admitted what they've done. We be like, can I please give them a hug? I ain't saying this family. I'm just talking about black people as a whole. But yeah, support this group here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who you want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because they be like, oh, it was fake media stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now it looked like she just recorded her conversations with the people. You know what I'm saying? And then other people was reported. You know what I'm saying? What happened, and then they calling it, but they're mad because the brother, when he was talking to the dude, he said their names, you know what I'm saying? Now that was the crime, but like, yo, justice starts in La Casa, Holmes. But anyway, speaking of like, yo, just with your children, you know what I'm saying, yo, protecting your children, right? Because it's not just the schools, right?
Officials said that 3 students reported a message shared in the group that officials called offensive and divisive. Some of the messages even included plans to dress up in KKK costumes for a homecoming event at the high school there. These are messages that are offensive and divisive.
Yo, to borrow Joe Biden's quotes, I don't want my children near them and they crackhead children and they, you know what I'm saying, thug moms and all that stuff. I don't want my children there. None of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want my children in the jungle, you know what I'm saying, not knowing or debating about whether men could be women or not. I'd rather have them, you know what I'm saying, go to school and learn that black is beautiful. And, you know what I'm saying, like, if anybody touch you, you know what I'm saying, you make sure that there's a price to be paid for everything,
Divisive? We can find better words than that, can't we? Well, let's go through some of the messages. Pitchforks and cotton plants and signs that say Negro bathroom this way. Whites only, but if we were all gorilla, that would be funny as, wait, but hear me out. Half gorillas, half KKK. Team bonding? I have a clan meet on Poco, so DK if I'll be at the game.
Yeah. These little Neanderthal, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understood what Khalid Muhammad was saying. You know, I know some of us don't, you know, like, but like, yo, this is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Is you don't negotiate with psychopaths. You understand? You keep your children away from them. You don't trust them, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what, you know what I'm saying, danger that you could be in. Like, I know if some of this stuff happened to me, I'd probably had to be like, yo, no, there's no way that we both can live with this have happened. You know what I'm saying? All three of y'all gotta go down, and then after that is whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God nothing like that happened to me. You know what I'm saying? But who's to say like somebody, because we can't protect the people that we love when we're not there. You know what I'm saying? But there's only consequences for their actions is gonna help us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Until we talk about what justice means, you know.
Don't know if I'll be at the game.
All right. But you know, you get the point, man, because this is the morning stuff. Now, this is another one, right, that I didn't really hear about. It's not really out there, even though they're talking about it. Now, this chick, this white bitch just stabbed his brother, you know what I'm saying? And I guess they charging her or whatever, but you know, she just stabbed this homeless dude, you know what I'm saying?
Homeless. Fatally, 1-year-old Hubert Isaac Brown died at the hospital due to his injuries. The victim was well known in his community. Avon and Somerset police said their crime investigation unit looking into the incident as a race-related hate crime. Family has been getting support from a local organization, Stand Against Racism and Inequality. Brown, who is of Jamaican descent, was described as a kind-hearted and harmless man and a black star with the reporting here.
Damn, I guess it didn't matter, right? I didn't see the yellow tint. My bad.
Statement from the family of the victim. Accepting that he is no longer with us is incredibly challenging. We are struggling to comprehend and come to terms with the circumstances surrounding his passing. Hubert was a beloved member of our community. We want to express our heartfelt gratitude to those who went above and beyond to help him during that time, as well as to the police for their ongoing investigation. His family said this in a statement. As a family, we are supporting one another through this trying period, finding solace in each other's presence and shared memories. Now, we should tell you, according to the police and the reporting by local law enforcement at the scene of the attack, what happened and why, other than what police are preliminarily going on, and quickly it does seem.
And also, I show you this to show you that I agree with MD2 when he says like, yo, everybody else is more. I'll make it easy for y'all pan black, pan sun people of the sun, pan people of the sun than us, right? Because none of y'all can disagree with that, right?
And there she is. Doesn't seem that there's much incident with the arrest. Was roughed up in front of her distraught child. Racism is one hell of a drug. That's from a user. An online.
All right. So check this out, right? Look at this white bitch, you know what I'm saying? Right after she stabbed and killed this brother.
Wait, that's the word to Ryan. You are trying to be like that bitch. You know what? Here! You go inside and make sure you're going to be you go inside.
There's the knife.
Now you tell me, is this crazy or a psychopath or and she know ain't nobody gonna do nothing to her. She know ain't no, they might even let her go. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? They say they charging her with a hate crime, but she might do, you know what I'm saying, a couple months. You know, a dude, I was gonna show it, but you know, the white boy who did one of the school shootings, he's like out of jail and like complaining on like TikTok or Twitter or something, whatever it is. And like he's the dude, white boy who did a school shooting and he's out of jail. Like it's a part of it, you know. Now you guys, I'm saying this, she crazy or is we the ones that's crazy? You know what I'm saying? Check this out, right? Okay, so
The video. 10 as well. We've got to
all right, so they was talking about, right? Is it an accident, right? Is racism an accident? You know,
distinguish between intended racism and accidental racism. Otherwise, we don't give people the chance to redeem themselves. If everything is racist, whether you intended it or not, then there's no forgiveness. There's no redemption and there's no apology.
The concept of forgiveness.
There's no apology. Why apologize if you're guilty anyway?
it's no concept of forgiveness if you just assume everybody's just, you know what I'm saying, whatever. It's not, it's an accident sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh yeah, it's an accident that they are, but you see it's their culture, you know what I'm saying? But it's an accident, and it's no forgiveness in your heart if you don't think it is, you know what I'm saying?
Otherwise, we don't give people the chance to redeem themselves. If everything is racist, whether you intended it or not, then there's no forgiveness. There's no redemption and there's no apology.
The concept of forgiveness.
There's no apology. Why apologize if you're guilty anyway? Then that's it. You can't change it. You know, and you know, it's.
Do you not accept that? I mean, you're sitting back, and I get you're upset.
I'm ready to speak. I haven't had a chance to come in.
I get you're upset. You know, she gonna go extra hard being a mulatto woman, no disrespect, but that's what she is, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they gotta represent the most, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
I mean, you're sitting back, and I get you're upset.
I'm ready to speak. I haven't had a chance to come in. In response to your question, Carol, you know, my issue is that everybody makes the person who does the racist thing the victim. So you're asking, is it right that he was sacked? Greg's saying he's a nice guy, he's going to lose his job. You know, how is he the victim in this scenario? This is a pregnant woman who had to arrange new levels.
It sounds like the dude was like, oh yeah, how could you put those white boys' names out there? It's gonna hurt them for life. Not molesting or raping the other 11-year-old boy, right? How could they have done that? It's why would you put their names out there on social media, even though we know that they have done it, right? We know their names, right? And we're going to get heated if you say something to us about it.
How is he the victim in this scenario? This is a pregnant woman who had to arrange new levels of protection because of the amount of racist abuse she was receiving, which escalated when she announced she was pregnant. She's always had racist abuse, but when she announced her pregnancy, it multiplied because there is so much toxic racism in our society.
That's not Danny Baker's fault.
That's not Danny Baker's fault, but what is Danny Baker's fault is that he did something which...
He's a white nationalist, by the way, so he's at the fault too, right?
It was so offensive that when I first saw it, I actually thought it was a prank. I just thought nobody who the BBC gives a platform could be stupid enough to say this and not intend it to be racist, because it is one of, and we could talk about unintended racism or microaggressions. This is none of those. This is the most blatant, clear-cut example of racism. It's that generations of people have recognized this as an overtly racist trope. Within people's lifetimes, Black people were still being compared to monkeys and dehumanized regularly.
So the sacking is right.
So I'm not interested in him.
So the sacking is right, huh?
By the way, he's already done
Fire,
a
he
show
said
which was more
fire.
successful than his previous shows since he's been sacked. So if you're worried about his career, then I suspect
No one's worried about
there's no
his
reason to.
career per
I'm
se.
not interested in him.
They worried about their careers because they have the same mindset. Why do you think they all justify that nonsense? And it's ridiculous if you believe that they don't know what it is, or you got to explain, because let you look them in the eyes and not get off the sidewalk. They know to hang you then, you know what I'm saying? We gonna lynch your ass then. So they know how it is, you know what I'm saying? They know when you are, they know things that, like, from the way that you represent them, they say you racist for calling them white boy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Even though they admit, you know, we're Neanderthals, we got Neanderthal blood, they have Neanderthal activity. They worried about if they gonna get fired for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, we may have been racist when we was 13 and molested another little boy, but we have grown since then, and now our white nationalism is adult white nationalism.
Worried about his career, then I suspect
No one's worried about
there's no
his
reason to.
career per
I'm
se.
not interested
What
in
we're
him. I'm
talking-
worried about the millions of Black people who regularly live with this kind of abuse and then have to be in spaces like this where everybody denies it's a problem. That is something that I could not feel more strongly about, and I'm living it right now in this conversation. It's not good enough.
Now, I'm only gonna play this one video because it's a Black man, and this is the Black man's response. And you tell me, is this the appropriate response? And a lot of you probably say yes, but then we gotta wonder why this stuff keep happening.
To distinguish between intended racism and accidental racism.
So I saw this video and I just immediately wanted to speak to what this guy is talking about. But please, when y'all have some time, go back and watch that entire video for not only your edification, but just for more context. He's talking about the idea of us distinguishing between intended racism and accidental racism. When is racism ever accidental? That's my first question. Then he goes on and says that you have to give people the chance.
And if you don't understand, as a black man, why are you asking them any goddamn questions? You know what I'm saying? Know what time it is by now. I'm just saying for the future, not necessarily for him. This goes for me too, right? We asking them any questions for, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, what the hell don't we get, you know?
Opportunity to redeem themselves. My thing about that is that in a lot of cases where white people especially commit acts of racism, they have a hard time admitting that they're actually doing something that is racist. Try to distance themselves from the actual act itself. So like they'll place the act here and then they'll put themselves over here as if the act and the person committing the act are not.
My brother doing a lot of explaining when his video should be like, yo, shut the up. And then that was it. You know what I'm saying? If he gonna make a video at all, you know what I'm saying? It really should have been like, yo, boom, 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 knock on the door. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what we gonna do about this here? But
one and the same. When at the end of the day, it is one and the same. Let's start. And in that video, they try to go to this idea that we have to work on forgiveness and we have to work on, you know, some type of having empathy. Why am I going to empathize somebody who just committed an atrocity towards me? Explain that. Why should I have empathy when they don't even see my humanity?
See, yo, goddamn, I'm gonna get the I'm a Human shirts. I'm about to really sell them, Joe. So I'm gonna make a killing, yo. Recognize my humanity. Like, yo, the fact that you even questioning your humanity and not being like, oh, why am I gonna say something when they are the ones doing the inhumane things? Why are you even saying anything about your humanity? Right? See, this is the crazy part about us. You know what I'm saying? It's even just the way that we think and the way that we word things. We on the B side when we need to be on the A side. You know what I'm saying? Like, it may seem small in certain categories, but this is a damn mindset. And that's why you'll see black men, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's saying forgiveness, but like, I don't blame him. You see us like, yo, please, Judge, let me go hug her. Please. And then the judge like, go ahead, I'm gonna go hug her after you.
Furthermore, we see it all the time where these heinous acts of racism are committed by people, and then they're the ones crying victim as if something terrible has happened to them, as if they've been the recipients of abuse or vitriol. It's kind of interesting that.
All right, and I'm glad to cut it off here because they are smarter than we are, because they're making money off all this nonsense that we're doing. But he was speaking on, that was the next thing. He was speaking on all of this stuff way longer than the actual video. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, and explaining it to them, you know what I'm saying? Like, as opposed to, it's one thing to be like, yo, look, y'all, like, yo, we got to do something about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, enough is enough, you know what I'm saying? And even then, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, speaking of accidental racism, right? Check this out. This is an accident, according to them. A sister accidentally given a prescription that terminated her pregnancy. You know what I'm saying? It's accidental, whatever.
It gives medication that terminates a pregnancy. Where are the checks and balances? A Nevada woman has been left heartbroken and traumatized after a mistake made by CVS pharmacists. The mistake, giving her the wrong medication, which ultimately terminated her pregnancy. You see the woman there, Tamika Thomas. Tamika was in the middle of an IVF journey. 2019, Tamika Thomas went to CVS to pick up a vaginal suppository. It was prescribed by her doctor. She was given the medication amid her IVF journey because she was exhausted from Atlanta Black Star with the details. He knows someone who has or seen anything about it. It takes its toll. Okay? But it's worth it to keep the charts here. Cost of these fertility treatments. Not everybody can afford it. And even those who can make the sacrifice, it takes a toll on their bank accounts. They have to literally sacrifice other things. Up to $70,000 plus if they use a surrogate. 23,000
Right, and y'all get the whole point with all of this, you know what I'm saying?
taking the medication. Said something fell off. Thomas recalled experiencing really bad cramping. It was extreme. It was painful. Things turned grim when she discovered through her research that she was given abortion medication instead of what her doctor prescribed.
And they'd be like, oops, I'm sorry, oops, my bad. Like crazy, right?
Then she realized.
Now they didn't made abortion illegal, right? They still accidentally give her abortion stuff that would abort her pregnancy, you know what I'm saying? It's probably illegal for them to do that, you know what I'm saying?
Of what her doctor prescribed. Then she realized they just killed my baby. Both my babies, because I transferred 2 embryos. There was a massive error by the technician. Documents related to the incident revealed pharmacy technician made a mishap and submitted the inaccurate name of the medicine. According to the report, the 2, whether it's policing.
All right, so, you know, y'all get the point, you know what I'm saying? But like I told you at the beginning, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's true. Like, maybe we don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? Now, this next one is interesting, right? Because I want you to understand something, right? So, this is a Walmart manager, you know what I'm saying? Like, accusing black customers of stealing because even despite all of that, and I'm not saying anything because I understand we don't have the grocery stores. We don't have like this. That's why we on here just talking. You know what I'm saying? Because we ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? And when we go to these places, you know what I'm saying, we got to experience what it comes with. It's just the problem is we don't understand like what racism is and how to practice it and how to use it to our benefit. You know what I'm saying? So this is interesting, right? So this first video here, check it out. She was not on the clock.
The apples on there, the pink lady apples. That one's on there? Yeah, there's pink lady apples.
So I think we're in here stealing, and I'm recording.
Now, it is true that we need a lot of things. They probably was in there for a damn hour going through each thing on the thing. Now, it's true that we probably do need a lot of things. And, you know, at some points that, you know what I'm saying, like another group of people control our food, you know what I'm saying? But this is the point of, and how we are so unprotected. And like, the point is like, what are we going to do about it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be like, yo, I'm not a farmer, right? I'm not a grocery store, but maybe I can help connect them. You know what I'm saying? But like, you see how it takes, like, that's just 3 in 1, you know what I'm saying? And each one of those things take multiple people. You feel me? But so check it out when other brothers go in. I want you to see when this brother went into the Chinese store. So I wanted to play this video, right?
To buy nothing from you, for one. And at the same time, you were not obligated to support his business. In the community.
Going to buy a shirt. See if they going to buy a shirt.
So he going to walk into the Chinese store, see if they're going to buy a shirt.
I'm going to see if they going to buy a shirt from me. Because I've been giving them, I done gave them 100,000 on this corner. Let's see.
100,000, probably $1 million, dude.
Yeah. Come here real quick. Yo, I got nice shirts for your daughter. These are real nice.
I got real nice shirts for your daughter. Oh, I'm gonna run it back because I gotta walk away. All right, for a second. Let's see what happens when we try to sell our stuff. You know what I'm saying, to them.
Yeah. Come here real quick. Yo, I got nice shirts for your daughter. These are real nice. Would you buy one of these for your daughter? $20. You can't buy it? Why not? Bro, I done spent $100,000 in here, man, since I was a kid, man. You don't give back book bags or nothing on this corner. You can't buy shirts for your daughter?
Damn.
I've never seen you give back to the community yet.
That's a question for y'all. All them ones that y'all go to their store, have you ever seen any of them give back to y'all community? He said 100,000. You know what I'm saying? It's probably 200,000-300,000. Let's be real, because you go there every day. You know what I'm saying? What, like $10-$12 every day? Some days 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, and some days even 30. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how much money that is every single day. Probably $1 million.
For your daughter? I've never seen you give back to the community yet. That's crazy. Why you don't want to buy at least one? One for $20. $20 for your daughter. They look nice. They nice. See? They nice. No. Nah, man, you're a clown. Because you're a clown, bro. You're a clown.
I'm not upset at all with the Chinese man.
Nah, man, you're a clown.
Right, yo. Anyway. And, you know, and I show that, right? Because that shows you the difference, right? You remember the white bitch in the beginning, like, you know, we going to go into Africa. We going to take it and make it ours, you know what I'm saying? But you see when you go into there and try to get the money up out of them to bring it back into your community, they could be like, no, we're good. We ain't trying to buy none of that, pay for none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what you reciprocate energy. That's what you always do. You know what I'm saying? You make sure that you is good first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being under protected and underserved. Because guess who got to protect us? Guess who got to serve us? So when we say that, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever. But listen to this white boy, this cop, this long head white boy here, long head Neanderthal, you know what I'm saying? Who they grow up to be, you know what I'm saying? Now, he was assaulting this white bitch. This is what they do. It's their culture. You know what I'm saying? And so he was assaulting this white bitch, and now she's trying to put him on blast after all this time. And who knows? Because they be lying all the time too, right? You know. But anyway, she got proof on this white boy. But one thing that pissed her off is when she was like talking to a black cop. So he was like, you know, he made sure that she get on code, you know.
Henry County police officer Christina Gaccio publicly shares her story.
I'm fighting to hold the police captain who sexually battered me both criminally and civilly responsible because I want to bring lasting change to Henry County.
Gaccio and her attorney Constance Cooper filed a complaint against now retired Captain Woody Fowler, Henry County Police Chief Mark Emmerman, and former Henry County HR Director Harold Cooper.
Police departments have historically been old boys clubs. And old boys clubs are not necessarily always welcoming to women.
Explicit and graphic examples in the complaint, as up to 9 women make claims against Fowler, who led the Criminal Investigations Division before retiring in 2021. Cooper says this is photographic evidence of Fowler grabbing Officer Gaccio's behind during a
forced her into a hug. Reported that Captain Fowler forced her into a hug and told her that he wanted to feel her breast on his chest. Reported that Captain Fowler approached her after he had seen her talking to an African-American officer and told her that he did not like her talking to black men.
The 165-page complaint.
Listen, I don't like when black women talk to white dudes either. So, you know, it is what it is, and we definitely can have that conversation. Let me show one other thing, right? Oh yeah, okay. So I'll do this, you know, and if anybody got anything to say, you let me know. This is the last thing here. All right, before I do the closeout, I ain't even gonna play the next thing. I already played it. So if anybody want to say something, just let me know. I'll put the link in the chat. But you let me know, because you know I don't know who's gonna come on here. So if any of y'all have something to say, then you know what I'm saying, you let me know. Then I'll put it in the chat. You know what I'm saying, and I'll just play this because you know, give y'all time if y'all got something to say. Now this white dude sprang a whole gathering of black people with a damn water hose, right? And I see two brothers right here, so I'm sure there are several brothers in the vicinity, right? At this point, if we don't see what is happening to our damn children, this is black men right now, you know what I'm saying? Let's be honest. This is black men. And you see this white boy, he's like, yo, I'm strapped up, you know what I'm saying? Playing too many goddamn games, you know what I'm saying? And then wondering why we in the situation we in. All these damn black men over here. This white boy think he got the courage enough to spray everybody in the crowd with water. You know what I'm saying? His water hose. Cause he probably was playing some Frankie Beverly, you know what I'm saying? Some playing good music. And he couldn't take it.
I'm videotaping it. I'm videotaping the neighbor throwing water on everyone at Rose's party. I am videotaping the neighbor throwing water at us.
I can't believe it. It's 2023, damn it. But I seen two black men off the top in this, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm saying. As a black man, I'm speaking to myself too. So I'm saying us, we, you know what I'm saying? Like together, you know what I'm saying? It's just issues. And if it's brothers in Philadelphia, you know what I'm saying, or in that area who can get up there, and I ain't saying you ain't even got to wild out, just like go make your presence, like, yo, to know that, okay, yeah, we got this young brother back, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. Go ask questions, go do something, go have a picket sign or something, you know what I'm saying? Go do something. And this is me too, you know what I'm saying? And even what Cassidra was talking about, like brothers like need to go down to the schools and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure, like, especially if you have children, you know what I'm saying, the black men need to be like just to go down there, just to, you know what I'm saying, so they get that energy, you know what I'm saying? Like they feel when you there, they get, you know what I'm saying, and own it, you know what I'm saying, that black man energy, not male, black man energy. The low, like, even if we gotta have our children here, yo, you gonna see us, you know. Um, you used to live in Henry County, that Cooper brother. Yeah. Yo, they just, you know, yo, it's just so many things, so many names, like, you know what I'm saying, so many events. At some point, you know, it is true, you know what I'm saying? It's up to us, it's our responsibility to, you know what I'm saying, do what we gotta do. You know what I mean? So, and just so nobody came on, I'm gonna play this again. This is where you at now, where the British Museum asking your help to find the stolen goods that got stolen from them.
The British Museum is appealing to the public in its efforts to recover some of the 2,000 artifacts it believes were stolen from its collections.
All right, so yeah, y'all, I'm pretty sure y'all be down with that. Y'all probably go help their ass. Now, I'm not gonna play this, right? And because even what they talking about, they're making it a funny thing. And I don't necessarily agree with suits either. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm not against it. I'm just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can make our own definition of professional, what's hot, you know what I'm saying? Have our own style. I think, to me, you know what I'm saying, is not these brothers. Because I want to play it because it's supposed to be something positive, right? But it wasn't something positive the way that we made it. But it is going to be positive today, so I'm not going to say what I say. But a lot of us need to stop taking the ways of the Englishman. All right, yeah, I got you, my brother, because I was about to play the last video. I got you, because y'all going to be mad at the last video. All right, so yeah, my brother Anthony want to come on. I definitely want to hear what he got to say about what I was saying. And anybody else too who want to come on here. Hopefully Erica is listening. Hopefully she can come on here. Y'all shouts out to Erica too, you know what I'm saying? Y'all send Erica love, you know. So yeah, I'll let you come on here before I play the last thing, because I don't know if y'all gonna like the last words that we got. Yeah, they stole their own stuff that they stole. You know what I'm saying? Now they asking RBG to come help them find the artifacts that they stole. Probably buried it with that white bitch that died not too long ago that y'all was crying over. Oh damn, it say not connected again. I don't know why it only connect like with your camera. I wish you ain't have to do that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it say not connecting. For some reason, every time you come on here, it's not connecting. They be hating on my brother. My brother Anthony is a genius, you know what I'm saying? They be hating on him. But you know, at the end of the day, like, yo, we be thinking that it is a game, you know what I'm saying? You see how quick that brother, a young brother, you don't think this old white dude ain't feel no fear walking over to two young brothers talking greasy to them, saying why you here, N-word, you know what I'm saying? It's damn, it's still not connecting. Damn, for some reason last time we came on, like you had to put the camera on and it connected, but I don't know why I would do that. Cause I don't even have a camera on this computer. I ain't buying none of all that stuff. All right, yeah, there we go.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Forecast? How you doing, brother?
I'm good, my brother. What's going on?
I'm doing fine, man. I ain't gonna keep you long because I know you was getting close to the end.
No,
But I
it's
was
all
just saying,
good.
yeah. But I was just checking it out. I was like, you remember when we was growing up? Well, I know when I was growing up because I'm a little older than you. But you had, when men was men, we had men back in the days. You know, I'm not gonna say they always did the right stuff, that they didn't do bad stuff, but they was men. But you know, now today, all these young brothers, man, look like who? Look like Lil Uzi Vert. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, my generation, we wild out a little bit, but we ain't had the skinny jeans and nothing like that. We
You know,
wasn't
you know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody, all the young cats now, the bad dudes, they look like Lil Baby, what's his name? The one who went to jail behind making a stallion. I mean, it's these little old bitty dudes, man. You know, little dude with big attitudes and ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's the men that we had now. But you know, that was a program though, man. That's what they was trying to do, man. Break the man, break the black man heart, man. Break his spirit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I mean, when I growed up, man, there used to be some bad dudes in the neighborhood. You know, I mean, the dudes who kept my little bad ass in line. But we ain't got that no more, man. I mean, you got it some places, but you know, man, we just ain't. Man, we ain't what we used to be, man. I mean, we ain't got the heart we used to have, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, right? During my generation, right, you had a lot of. It was the era, right, where you didn't walk down certain blocks because, like,
Yeah.
they was wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they was just doing it to each other. Like, looking back, like, I would go down there now. You know what I'm saying? Because like they don't just like I said, like I knew some of their brothers and stuff like that, but they was older than me. But they
Yeah.
would be wilding out. They would go to jail, but they would only do stuff to other black people, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and when the
Yeah.
police came up there, they ran and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's still
But
like you wouldn't walk down them blocks. Oh, go ahead, my brother.
I mean, but I was just gonna say, but see, when I was growing up, I mean, when I was growing up, white people didn't come to our neighborhood. I mean, white people didn't come to most black neighborhoods back then. You know, I mean, unless they knew somebody, and they still harder than come in. Cause you know, you'll get your ass whooped, man. You're gonna get robbed, and ain't no telling what happened to you. And we used to then go to their neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But like that kind of stuff right there, you had a black, you in a black neighborhood, or you know some black people having a party somewhere, and one white boy come over there shooting water. Man, he'd have got the shit beat out his ass, man. Man, he'd have got stomped. Man, he'd have got stomped down. I mean, he'd have had a pumpkin head like a motherfucker, man. But you know, now brothers will just be sitting up there like, "Hey, dude, man, what you doing, man? What's wrong with you?
Stop, bro."
Yeah, stop, bro. I mean, world start putting you on camera, and man, stop, bro. What's wrong with you, man? You need to leave, man. You know, back in the days, man, we'd have bust that fool upside his head, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
that's just being real.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I feel you, and that's the thing, like, cause like you said, like when regular white, if they was coming on there, they was getting taxed for whatever they was doing, or they would get ran up out of there. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they didn't come to our neighborhood back then, man. I mean, I'm talking about back in the '80s too, man. You know, like in the early '90s, late '80s, even in the generation before me, because we had a bunch of thugs then. They didn't play that, man. Like I say, we didn't go to their neighborhood, and they didn't come to our neighborhood.
Yeah. But but the thing is, right, like in my generation, right, and that's why I seen it, because we was the last ones that was kind of outside, right? Because we got the internet, but I was like a teenager. I was like, already in my ways by then, you know what I'm saying? And now everybody is inside from the beginning or on their phones all day. So they not even, what I'm saying, recognizing real life,
4Ks, I remember back in it was probably around 89, it was around 89, 90. I was up in Virginia, man, and I passed through Richmond, man. And I mean, Richmond to me, it was like a smaller version of Washington, DC.
Yeah, they used to wild out in Richmond back in the 90s, and I know in the 90s it was like, about 95, it was like murder capital type stuff,
Yeah, I'm saying it was some tough dudes out there, man.
Yeah.
It was some tough guys out there,
But it's like you said, bro, like, you know what? The hood, like that you wouldn't have went to,
Yeah.
it's white girls that's jogging out there today,
Yeah.
probably right now, like as
And
we
won't
speak.
nobody mess with them.
Nope.
Won't nobody mess with them, but let a sister go walking down and somebody buzzing their head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, we got everything mixed up, man. And I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. This generation right here, this group of people, group of brothers, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got a handful of real soldiers that's around. But I mean, and then half of the time, the real soldiers, like I said, they be doing some of the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
They be into something else, but I mean, as far as we just don't have, I mean, I just don't see it, man. Like what here in my hometown where I stay, man. I mean, if I go on the porch right now and sit down for a little while, you're gonna hear gunfire. Negroes shooting at the sky, or shooting at each other.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, the police come through, you can hear a red peel cotton.
Yeah, they be out. They be out. And that's the thing, like, yo, and yo,
Y'all
they
can
do
shoot,
that.
yeah, y'all can shoot at each other, man. Y'all could be the toughest dude on the block. You know what I'm saying? And the police come through, they hiding guns up under cars and hiding guns in the girl purse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then like, yo, be like, nah, I ain't doing nothing, sir. But then a brother come up there, yo, get, you know what I'm saying? Brothers fighting for blocks that white dudes roll up and get both of y'all up off of.
So I mean, it's just, I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, that's why, it just be one of them old lone wolf brothers like Michael Xavier Johnson or Gavin Long, who will do something, but it need to be more of them than just one,
Yeah, but I also think like even if you don't got that rowdy kind of stuff, go to like your children's school and let them feel that black male energy in the building. You know what I'm saying? Be unapologetic with it too. Like you know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of them think that if you don't got no protection, they can mess with your children and stuff like that. Like black men could especially if you have children, go up to the schools and stuff like that. Make sure that, you know what I'm saying, like they feel your presence, you know what I'm saying? Like all that stuff is up to us again, you know what I'm saying? Like they found a way to turn the people who was fighting them and made us fight each other, you know what I'm saying? Like by the time I came up, we was shooting at each other and like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna say no because like you said, it's a random brother who come up, you know what I'm saying? But we was shooting at each other. My brother Bakari came up here. What's going on, my brother? By the way, before you speak, Bakari, real quick, shouts out to Koku in the building. He said it's good to hear your voice, Anthony. And
oh man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, brother Koku.
Yeah, and shouts out to Cassandra Realm in the bush. Cassandra, I'm gonna say it after Bakari go, but like, yeah, you got to check out the beginning.
Yeah.
What's up, Bakari?
Yeah, peace, brother Bakari. He must ain't connected yet.
Nah, he connected. He just don't know how to go on mute. He must have been in the 70s out there wilding out. He don't know how to use technology no more.
Yeah, well, I know Bakari came from that generation I did. I might be a little bit older than him.
Oh
I know
yeah, I
he's from
know. Yeah,
my generation. Shit.
yeah, I know. I be messing with Bakari. I just be messing
Yeah,
with him.
yeah.
You there, Bakari? You still on mute if you talking, bro? Oh no, he fell off. But yeah, consider I was saying too, like earlier, somebody who knew Erica, one of her friend, you know what I'm saying, had her 11-year-old son, you know what I'm saying, like he was on the football team and two of the white boys that did something to him, like molested him, you know what I'm saying, and then they not doing nothing to the young brother. And the police is more mad that they said his name on social media and going at the mom as opposed to these young white boys, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
see if Bakari come back. But what you think about that though?
yeah, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's straight bullshit. I mean, they don't have no problem convicting a black person, before they go to court. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no problem with that. Convicting them in the public opinion. But that's white folks, man. It's their system, man.
Yeah, they're trying to protect them and stuff.
Yeah, they gonna do it. They gonna look out for each other.
Yeah.
In which I can't blame them for that because we need to look out for each other too.
Yeah, facts. That's my whole point of showing it. That's what
they just doing what they supposed to do, and we need to do what we supposed to do.
Facts.
Yeah,
Yo, what up, Bakari? You there?
Yeah, man, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on, my brother?
What's up, brother Bakari?
What's going on, Anthony? What's going on, everybody in the chat?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling.
I had a friend that when you were showing that about what happened to the 11-year-old boy, her son, he's gay. And she had this was a while back. This is about 4 years ago when she was telling me. He told her when he was a senior in high school. And she was like, what happened? He had this friend, this white kid, that was supposed to be his friend when he was about 6, 7 years old. And she used to let him spend the night over to his house. And when he was telling her the story, he just broke down and told her, like, look, his brother started having sex with him when he was 6, and the white kid brother. And he never told. He was scared to tell. So he still used to go over to the friend house and hang out. And when she found, I said, where is he now? She was like, I don't know, because they moved away from Georgia and my son, and we lost touch with that family. I'm like, so he gonna just get away with this shit, huh? And I'm saying he probably doing that to somebody else right now.
Yeah.
And that's the one I said she told me. You told me about trusting them white folk. Yeah. We have to do a better job at protecting. Now, I don't know what that young man's father was. I don't know.
I think that was his like I know you missed it, but I was showing when they were talking to the team or something. I think the dude was his father. And he named the little white boys, but he was just like saying, should we get him off the team, coach, and all this other nonsense,
Well, I wouldn't even I was talking about my friend and what happened to him. I don't know what the father of her son was. I have no idea. But he was like, mess with him so much till he started to like it, I guess. But yeah, it probably happens more often than we know. And we ain't doing our job as a people to protect, because it's more than just, of course, the black man's supposed to lead the way, but it's not just our job to protect the children. It's the women's job to protect the child. And we have to stop. We have to stop trusting so easily. We have to stop trusting so easily, man. And I heard y'all talking about Michael Xavier Johnson, Gavin Long. Anthony said it was just one. It's normally just one. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. This is my opinion, and this is an unpopular opinion. I don't think, and this is me listening to when you listen to these folks on social media, most of these people on social media is really not interested in a militia. That's why when we had one, the only thing they would do was search for the negative instead of trying to find inspiration in. I see 5,000 black people out here with guns, suited and booted, ready to get down. People literally grew their channels calling this man an agent and everybody with him dumb, and they not gonna do nothing, and they don't want to fight. They ain't gonna do nothing. They just making a fool out of themselves and making black people look bad. So when we look at the whole thing, certain things, black men, we have to look at ourselves and say, what are we trying and what do we want to do? I get it, Mike.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah. He said, consider said we don't do spending the night. Yeah. And did they arrest anybody with the young boy? No, they didn't arrest nobody. Police was protecting them. And yeah, go back and watch like the first 30 minutes. I show a lot of stuff. And I don't think they helped nobody with Bakari situation either. And Koku said, but warning her was her protection. I guess he talking about when Bakari was trying to warn his friend about, you know what I'm saying, being around him. You know what I'm saying? That was like the protection, some of the protections you was trying to give. And we don't listen to some of that, and we'll come to that conversation again too. But yo, Bakari, because Erica wanted me to, she wanted to call, she was like she was gonna call you and tell you, she just didn't get a chance to. But she was like, she wanted to call you and tell you about that thing I was showing with the little boy too, you know what I'm saying, the young brother who had that on the football team, because you know it's like a friend of her friend, you know what I'm saying? So she wanted to tell you about that though, you know what I'm saying?
She we spoke about it we spoke about it today, this evening. She told me about it. She told me you was gonna do a show. I'm late because I had some things that I was taking care of, but she told me you was gonna do a show and talk about it, and she said she was gonna be here if she could. I guess maybe she had something to do, but yeah.
Yeah. And like I said, y'all shouts out to Erica, and Ross says sending out light and strength to Sister Erica. Y'all definitely keep her in there.
Yeah, please, Sister Erica.
Yeah. But yeah, Anthony, you want to say something to what Bakari was saying or anything else?
No, I'm straight. I agree with him 100%. I agree with him. No, I mean, you know, about the about us as men, you know, standing up and doing our job. Yeah, we need to. We need to. I mean, that's the thing that like here in my hometown in Shreveport, you know, I'm kind of like, you know, I'm somewhat of a mentor to some of the young brothers around here, you know, in my community, man. You know, and I try to give wisdom, you know, and guidance to some of them, man. You know, it's hard, but you know, I do what I can do, man. But I mean, it's an uphill battle, but it's a battle that got to be fought, though. You know, I just leave it at that, man. It's a battle that got to be fought. You know, we can't give up.
Yeah. And all right, so before we get out of here, did y'all see the like, do y'all got a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you this, right? And I already showed it, but you know, I just want y'all to kind of comment on what it makes y'all think, you know what I'm saying, off of everything y'all said about brothers, the whole situation, you know, everything, racism, protection, how we unprotected. Now listen to this brother about trying to sell t-shirts to a Chinese dude in his community.
Me, because I've been giving them, I done gave them 100,000.
Probably millions.
On this corner. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Come in real quick. Yo, I got nice shirts for your daughter. These are real nice. Would you buy one of these for your daughter? $20. You can't buy it? Why not? Bro, I done spent $100,000 in here, man, since I was a kid, man. You don't give back book bags and nothing on this corner. You can't buy shirts for your daughter? I've never seen you give back to the community yet. That's crazy. Why you don't want to buy at least one? One for $20. $20 for your daughter. They look nice. They nice. See, they nice. No. Nah, man, you're a clown. Cause you're a clown, bro. You're a clown.
I'm not.
I don't know who the clown is there.
Hey, hey, I'm gonna say, man, I got a whole different perspective on who the clown is.
Yo, look, I'm about to pat. Look, Anthony Bucario, this is how black men is looking in the world. This white dude was like, "Yeah, I'm strapped up. I'm crazy." I'll let him say this.
What would have happened to your old ass?
He's like,
If I was crazy, something would have happened to your old ass.
Listen
You,
to me.
no, you listen to me.
I
Listen
got
to
a
me.
gun. If I was
Listen to
crazy,
me.
I'd shoot you.
Oh, you would shoot me.
this is how black men is looking to the world right now. Unfortunately, I'm one of them. This is how I'm looking too, so I'm included in that collective. You know what I'm saying? But what you think about this, Anthony?
Man, this shit, it was just funny to me, man. I mean, you know, like, I mean, it was funny. It was funny, sad funny. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, man, I mean, you know, who knows what people do if they was in this situation. But I mean, I like to think, man, I probably would have slid his old ass. You know what I'm saying? I mean, coming that close to me like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, doing some shit like that. I damn sure would be talking to him with a smile on my face. You know, looking at the camera phone and shit. I mean, no, man, we gotta do better than that, man.
And look, to be fair, right? I can't vouch for nobody born after 1995. That's not my generation.
I mean, in the first place, I'm not gonna let the Peckerwood get their clothes on me. You know what I'm saying? Opening my door and shit. I mean, no, man, we gotta quit. It ain't no joke, man. We gotta quit. I mean, it was funny looking at it, but you know, we gotta quit. We gotta quit. We gotta start taking things seriously, man. You heard what that white boy said? He said, "If I had a gun, I'd shoot you." He said, "You'd have shot your ass." You up here talking about playing and all this shit. He talking about blowing your damn brains out.
Yeah.
You know, that's just it. We don't take nothing seriously, man. We think everything is some world star shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
Yo, Bukhari, what you think about the store thing and then that last brother?
Well, in that store, he ain't supposed to give nothing to the community. It ain't his community.
Exactly.
People
I'm
call
sorry,
me.
brother. Go ahead.
Now you good. People call me crazy when I say don't spend your money with them folks. But hey, who am I? But the other guy, see, I'm gonna tell you something. That ain't how black men look. That's how those. See, I don't group myself with all black men no more. I stopped doing that because that ain't how that's how that type of black person look. Playing while somebody talking about shooting you. Nope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that's how a lot of black men on social media look. Because they only have smoke for each other. And when I say we only have smoke for each other, people don't understand. If people truly believe, they say words have power. That's why I tell people, I'm gonna tell you something now. An N-word don't get no respect. People that call themselves N-words, you ain't gonna get no respect. You have accepted the degradation. You have accepted all of the negative they have put on you, and we carry it out and we live it out every day. And when you listen, that's why I tell people, you know, and it's me, but people don't understand. With the only thing we can ever do is search for the negative in everything pertaining to black. We find the negative in everything pertaining to black and do a show about it. White people don't even have to talk about black folks no more. White folks ain't got to do nothing to black folks no more. We shooting each other. We on TV. Means that we on YouTube. We're insulting one another. We're threatening to kill one another. Anything that's black. So we are doing their job for them. So when I hear people talk about white supremacy, and I tell people this all the time, I don't, you know me, I don't, white supremacy is their mindset, they superior. I don't even worry about that, don't even talk about that. But the biggest so-called white supremacists, in my opinion, is gonna be black people. Because we are the ones that is upholding everything negative that has ever been said about us and that has ever been done to us. It has become like we are the black minstrel shows on social media. So when I say I don't group myself with everybody that's black no more, every man that might be black. I'm being honest, I don't, because a lot of this stuff don't represent me. It don't represent who I am, and it don't represent what I stand for. So him, that's how he look, and that's how people like him look. That.
Yeah, I feel you, my brother. And shouts out to Holly Favor in the building. She said interracial dating causes illusion of inclusion. Yeah, they're definitely, yeah, it's true, you know.
Hey, forecast.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like to say, like to Brother Bakar, I feel you where you're coming from. And we probably do need to find a new way to say that. You know what I'm saying? When I said black, when I'm talking about him, I'm talking about him and his mentality, not all us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, you got those Negroes, you know, I mean, I'm not talking about, well, that's black people. No, that ain't black people. I mean, that's that Negro. And I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. So, I mean, you know, I guess we probably need to say it a better way, you know. But when I say, you know, I'm not grouping that one dude that, you know, to represent all us, though. You know what I'm
saying? So
I
Bakari,
know you're not. Look, I know when people say that they're not, but I've gotten to the point. I'm gonna make a distinction. I'm gonna say them, or that's how they do it. Like when they say Colorado, a city with 1% black, a school with a student population of 2% black, is Black America's team. No,
so HBCU, Bakari.
Yes,
it's Bakari, I know you were talking about me, but I was just saying, you know, just I was just trying to make it clear. That's all I'm saying.
No, but I already know when you said that, forecast say that, I already know you saying black, but you ain't talking about all black folks. I'm just saying I'm gonna make a distinction, because saying it's Black America's team, and then seeing do an article, Deion Sanders with his audacious blackness is the leader that African Americans want and need. Like, which African American want him?
Yeah, I told them.
Which African American need him to be there?
I'm not gonna lie, Bakari. A lot of brothers, a lot of black males, right? Like in the words MG2, a lot of black males is talk about some damn Deion.
A lot of Negroes.
Yeah. So guess what? He's the leader they want and need.
Because you know that's what they do, man. They get you know, like Malcolm said, they'll put some old behind kissing nigga right in front of you and put a hat on his head and a coat on his back and say that's your leader. You know what I'm saying? Well, in his case, they put a cowboy hat on his head now. We got to run around Colorado. You know what I'm saying? That's your leader. But no, those are the leaders. They're not grassroots leaders. They're the leaders that the people gave you.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Bakari, I told you this already, but yo, I was like the dude was like, yo, I seen Kawhi Leonard at their games. He was like, he don't even be at his own games. He at Colorado games and stuff like that.
ain't that something? That's something, ain't it? Look, man, it was a guy on YouTube drove from Jackson, Mississippi to Boulder, Colorado. Got to go support Coach Bryant. Drove from, one of them drove, it was a group of them drove from Tallahassee, Florida with FAMU gear on. They didn't go to the game in Tallahassee. They didn't go to the FAMU game in Tallahassee.
Yeah.
They drove from Tallahassee, however many damn hours that is, to Boulder,
Colorado. That's a long way, bro. That's a long way. That's about damn the 2-day drive. They're 2 days, man.
They took days out working everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up there, man.
Yeah, so well, yeah, man, I agree with you, you know, and I was gonna say something, Bakari. I was just messing with you. I don't even want to go down that thing. I was gonna be like, so you saying there's a difference between black people and N-words, you know what I'm saying? Like Chris Rock said, but I was just messing with you. It was just trolling you, so I don't never mind, you know. But let me ask y'all something.
What I would say is no. That's what I would say.
That's what it sounded like you were saying a little bit. It's a difference.
I'm talking about, like the young and cowards, like the people that just sit on here and destroy the NFAC. I separate myself from those people. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't even argue nobody no more about the N-word. Black folks have accepted it. A lot of black people have accepted it. They say that's what they are, that's what they do. Okay. Because I also know black people that use that word and say that and say they're a real one, but they actually out here doing real shit in the streets for black people. So that I was just talking about, I'm separating myself from the coward. So let me be more specific. No, I ain't gonna say I'm different than a brother that called himself that. No.
Yeah. I didn't mean it like that.
I just wanted to let you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I was just trolling you because I knew what your answer was gonna be. I know. I was just messing with you. So, but yo, let me ask y'all real quick. This is the last thing because I was said it before because I wanted to get y'all opinion on it. I was like, we're gonna have to have a conversation about definition of words because it was like justice for this and justice for that. No justice, no peace. Like the definition of justice, like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to define, like, come up with it. Like, what do you think when it comes to you? Like, without being too, like, you know what I'm saying, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But and the you know a better African word, because I don't want to be like Webster's or no, like what is the equivalent to that, Anthony? Like the African word, like dictionary.
You know, it's a brother. I don't know, brother Bakari might have ran across this brother in Atlanta. Dr. Mawalimo Baruti, and he got he has the Occupant Institute, the Occupant Academy. It's a black school, a black home school. You know, he do black homeschooling, and it's in Atlanta, man. Him and his wife, and they've been there for about 20 years or more than that, 25 years. But anyway, that's one of his things. He big on, man, like us as black people, African people, starting to use terminology, you know, that represents us instead of, you know, the terminology that they use, you know, to define things. And I mean, that's something he got a book about it, man. He wrote a book about it where it touches on that, man. But I think that because you know, justice mean a whole different thing to us and them. You know what I'm saying? Because growing back in the days, you know, they had a law for them and a law for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was a law for white folks, it was a law for us. And a law for us wasn't the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I agree with that. We do need to use, get into terminology, man. You know, terminology that suit us.
Yeah.
You know,
So
that fit us. I agree with that.
Yeah, so like keeping it like PG, you know what I'm saying, just because, you know, but like if you was to have to talk to a kid, like your child, a black child, you know what I'm saying, not a kid, a black child, and be like, yo, this is justice, like, you know, like a definition of it, you know what I'm saying? What do you think?
I mean, the first thing I'll tell him, my child, you know, I would tell him that what I just said. Justice in the American context is not real justice.
Yeah, facts.
That's the first thing I would tell her. You know, the American concept of justice is not justice for African people, for black people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you got history to show you that. I mean, you know, me and my nieces and nephews, you know, I mean, I teach them that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? They already know this.
Yeah.
Facts. They already know this. They already know this. I mean, I've been teaching them for a long time, you know. So I mean, you know, they already up to it though. But yeah, that's what I would do, man. I mean, I have to give them I had to give them a lesson on American history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you know, I had to give them that lesson to let them see where I'm coming from. Because you know, our kids, when they go to their public food system, I mean, you know, the teachers indoctrinate them with this and that, no teaching them about all of this old bull crap, George Washington and all of that. So you basically kind of gotta re-educate them. You know what I'm saying? And you have to put it in context, in the proper context. So I mean, you got to run down the history, and you know, you just you got to re-educate your children.
Yeah, fact. Yeah, that's the first step right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's what I would say.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you think, Bakari?
When I think justice for my child, let's say, I'm glad nothing like this never happened to my children when they was 11. Justice would be, now I don't have no idea how old the kids are. I'm willing to bet they're teenagers, but I'm gonna beat the hell out of them, and then hope their parents jump in it so I can do more damage. My kids will see justice because they would see me beating ass, and then my son would see, now you come kick him in the face as hard as you can. We gonna do all of them the same way, all of them the exact same way. You know, get some lighter fluid, put the lighter fluid on them. You know, then you can just leave it at the rest. I'll let you think about the rest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do some old Genghis Khan-ish to him.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree with y'all, and the thing is, if somebody does something to you, it got to be consequences. You know why most black people felt good when they seen the Alabama thing, except for like 2 or 3 of them? You know what I'm saying? Because that's not justice. That was just like a taste. That's like if you smell somebody cooking something a mile away. That was like we smelled justice cooking a mile away, and we felt good. Even Cynthia G Chat was like, "Yeah, I push bail for the brother with the steel chair." You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about. There must be consequences for somebody doing something to you. I don't care if they're a 13-year-old boy. You know what? Then he got to pay whatever the consequences is. Mm-hmm.
I was kind of. I mean, when you asked me that question, we used to talk about what justice. I didn't know you was talking about that particular incident. I thought you were just asking me in general.
I'm saying in general, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I was just bringing it back because what I was talking
about.
That's
cool. I was just kind of confused a little bit.
Yeah. You was right. And that's what I'm just saying. Like in general, like what I'm saying. If somebody don't know, if you hurt a little girl, that something's gonna happen to you, they're gonna do it again. If somebody don't know,
I feel you on that.
Like that's why. And as a black man, we like don't like each other. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? If you see something happening to a black man, it could be you next. It could be your house next. You know what I'm saying? Like this is like justice is going up to help the next brother. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that they pay for whatever they do. You got to pay the cost for whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's no other way around it. And this is something we're gonna have to swallow it and have the courage to, what I'm saying, say. But so yeah, go ahead, my brother Anthony. Go ahead, give your last words. Shouts out to you for coming on here, my brother. I appreciate your wise words. I knew you would have had something for that question I was asking you. You know what I'm saying too about.
Oh man, I'm just good. Yeah, man. I appreciate you allowing me on the show, man, and talking and us chopping it up, man, and glad to talk to Brother Bakari, man, and peace to the chat and everybody, man. And I'm always ready to learn something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, can I say like what's your other name? Because they might know you as your other name. Can I say it?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, it's Bobby E. Wright, you know what I'm saying? So like, cause that's the genius I be talking about. Our brother be knowing a lot. You be like between him and Matron, they be reading the most out of anybody I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Like they on that level as far as intellectuals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she a hero to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you too, my brother. Both of y'all. And Bakari, he be going and he be right. It's like a clock twice a day. He was right about Colorado. I give you that, Bakari. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, let me stop messing with you, Bakari, for people be thinking I'm serious, my brother. Oh yeah, Bumpy Johnson. Yeah, we talked about that. Yep. What'd you say, Bakari?
Man, you good. It don't bother me.
I know that's why I mess with you, Bakari, because you don't take it personal. You know what I'm saying? People get their feelings hurt, and even I was on Hardcore Jones. He be the troll that be trolling everybody. He was getting offended and everything. I'm like, damn, like I'm just messing with you, bro. Like I know you don't get offended. You be making bad arguments and you get punched.
Hey, brother Bakari. You know, you can tell, Forecast. He kind of young, man. He still got a little of those stuff in it. He like that. Like, he one of them young guys who like to play with the OGs.
Yeah.
like to try to push buttons. He just a youngster. He a youngster.
Bakari be mad because he dropped the ball. This is how we got like what we are today. Because like I don't know what happened between.
Man, I be saying, man, you better leave brother Bakari alone, man. Baby Bakari come down there and put them hands on you.
Damn.
You ain't never had a
ball. That, Bakari.
I know y'all. I know it's all in fun though, brotherhood, man. I know. I'm just joking, man.
Yeah, definitely. Bakari, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I got that AARP card for my brother. You know what I'm saying?
I know brother Picard for that old school too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I'm gonna use my AARP card. I'm gonna get whatever discount I can. Shit.
Yeah, nah, I just be messing with Bakari because he don't get offended. You know what I'm saying? Other people get
Forecast
offended.
got his Colorado. Forecast got his Colorado shirt.
Oh, not his Colorado shit.
Nah, I definitely ain't gonna have no Colorado shirt. Yeah, I
Think
don't even like Colorado.
about how crazy that issue is. In 6 games, them people have made over since the football season has started. They say them folks they have already made over $300 million.
Yeah.
Off black folks, off of these damn billets running, spending their damn money.
Yeah. Man, just think about what he could have did for Jackson State in black college football, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 8 period.
He could have changed the game, man. That's what pissed me off.
He was
He could have
changing
changed
the
the game.
game. He was
Yeah,
changing the game.
bringing all those good players to the HBCUs, man. I mean,
look what you do for the community. Think about the black businesses, because all the HBCUs in black communities, or they way out in the country. Think about what they could have done for black business.
Exactly.
And Bakari, what was they saying about Travis Hunter?
What you mean? Oh, when he left?
No, when he was signed to Jackson State, what they were saying about Jackson, like when he first signed to Jackson State.
It was okay. Oh, he gave him a gob of money.
Money. They was hating. They was mad.
Hey, but ain't nobody saying nothing about $3 million NIL deals he got at Colorado.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's okay for them to give him a gob of money and keep them away.
Yeah. But yeah, I think Dion, he really dropped the ball though, man. It was good for him, but that just let you know that it was just a him thing. You know what I'm saying? He was thinking about himself. Them Negro celebrities don't give a damn about the black community.
The thing is, man, Trey Oliver from North Carolina Central gives Trey Oliver his props. I love Trey Oliver. He don't back down. They put that mic in his face, and he ain't scared to tell them black folks, you need to come with your culture. Ain't nobody gonna support y'all and love y'all like we support and love y'all. Come do Hugh Jackson of Grambling. Stop begging. What he said, he asking black people, stop begging to be tolerated by other people and come here with your love and appreciate it for just being here. You with people that will give you their all. You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's just like, hey, 4K, that night we was talking, it's just like I would tell you how Farrakhan, Farrakhan, when they had that Black Town Hall meeting, and he was talking, him and Jesse Jackson was going at it.
Yeah.
And Jesse Jackson was talking about how we integrated the hotels and all that. And he said, well, you know what? Yeah, you integrated all of the white-owned businesses, but you closed down all the black-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? You close them down, and just like, and it's the same thing with like Coach Pran with all the star power he had and what he could have brought to the black college football, and like I said, and the greater community as an effect of that. You know what I'm saying? He could have did a lot, man. He could have did a lot if he'd have stayed there and helped build it. But instead, he wanted to go out there and integrate in Colorado.
Yeah.
And don't ever integrate with our money.
Yeah. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, folks. That's what I'm saying, Brother Picard.
That's the only thing ever integrate.
Yeah, the money.
Our money integrate with their money. Their money never integrate with us.
Exactly.
But just like the black dude in there talking about, man, you done got hundreds of thousands of dollars off me. You don't give back to the community. You can't buy a $20 t-shirt. You don't never give it back. It's not his community. He just over there milking. They just us, and we fall for it.
That's why I told Borges, I say I'm not, I ain't mad at the Chinese dude. He just doing what they gonna do. I'm mad at us for not building a store next door to him and taking all the business from him. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, right, when it comes to us, we have to be perfect. And that's why I tell folks, hear me defend HBCUs. They also gonna hear me defend black businesses. They're gonna hear me defend black men and black women. But when it comes to black business, if we mention black business, the first thing come out of a lot of people's mouth is what the black business don't do right. As
Yeah,
if,
or they too high.
yes, all the time. And when you try to, like, I try to explain, like, yeah, I'm gonna use a store, right? Like the black business don't have, they are not getting the credit from, they're not getting the credit from these companies to have them deliver stuff now and then you can pay later. So a lot of the black businesses are paying more. Like I deliver to stores. I think it was one black owned, two black owned restaurants. It was two that we actually delivered. But most of them, their prices is because they're paying more to get the product. They're paying more to get the good. So when they raise their price, they're raising it because they are trying to make a profit.
Yeah.
Like I deliver stuff to landscape companies now. I don't know if y'all ever heard of stuff, like True Green. I don't know, like them lawn care companies.
Yeah.
In them big ass golf courses, right?
Yeah.
I look and see the type of credit that they have. And then I delivered one to this one black driving range. And I looked and saw the type of credit that the company gave him. Man, it's way different. It's like nowhere in the same stratosphere of what a company is allowing them to get on credit and what that black guy that on the driving range on Cascade Road, what he's able to get on credit. He's not on it nowhere near the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so let me say shouts out to Raw. I appreciate you for coming through, Raw. Raw got out at the right time, Koku said that's the issue, Bakari. I think black folks need to work on supply chains to reduce costs to the customer. And then Cassandra said if we start doing unto other things would change. Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so yeah, so y'all good?
Yeah, I'm straight, man. I'm straight.
All right, yeah, and Cassandra said we need professional hitmen in our community. And Coco said I talked about that before, but black folks is afraid of being arrested. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you definitely patrol your own neighborhoods. And the thing is, like if you look up even from the 60s, you know what I'm saying, brothers was like shooting out the window. They don't know who was doing what from the rooftops, you know what I'm saying, shooting out the lights, you know what I'm saying. I ain't even say you got to go that extreme, but
hey, before kids, they got that on, them brothers in Detroit do that New Era, and I think they got some of them in Atlanta too. If they still there, brother Picard, the New Era.
Yeah, they still here.
Yeah, they do it. New Era do that. Patrol the community and everything.
Yeah.
Because they was doing it back when I was living in Atlanta Metro. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, there are some that's doing it. It need to be more, but there's some that's doing the job though.
Yeah, I showed them like the Detroit, the brothers in Detroit,
New Era.
I didn't know they had one in Atlanta though.
Yeah, they're in Atlanta. I used to see them.
Yeah, damn, that's what's up. Yo, we definitely need more brothers doing stuff like that and protecting, you know what I'm saying, our children and stuff like that. Anthony, I don't know if you got a place that you want to like if you want to shout out your IG or not. I think you post some good information, or I know you ain't been on it like that, but you know what I'm saying, when you do, it's good information when I see it. So
yeah, it's just IG, that's all.
Okay, yeah, and shouts out to consider Bakar. You want to say your channel?
Nah, I'm good. Nah.
All right, so shouts out to Bakari for coming through. Shouts out to Anthony for coming through. Shouts out to Koku, to consider. All right, and the last words, y'all. Right, Y'all probably not gonna like it. I was gonna let it be something positive, even though I don't know if y'all seen it. It turned into something negative. You know what I'm saying? Where they used it against us, and I don't necessarily think the Seuss thing. That's a whole nother conversation because I think that necessarily do that. But even then, I was gonna try to use it for something positive. But you know what? And I get if y'all can't take it or nothing like that, but this is gonna be the last words. This is what we deserve to be the last words, y'all. So I'm gonna play this one. You know what I'm saying? Because Bakari was talking about this earlier.
When you were playing that record, what were you thinking? One thing's the truth. If a brother hates his roots, he'll hate the fruit. And yes, Eve ate the fruit, but she ain't made that dude taste the truth. Some of y'all ain't got no accountability. And you brothers wanna be down, y'all gotta be kidding me. Some of y'all still getting raped by the white man. But a traitor with his hatred, he be breaking y'all in. And he made you over with disdain for your own kin. Keep heading down that road, man, you ain't gonna have no friends. Yeah, I know where it goes, but it don't entice me. Yeah, I know where it grows, but I don't like it. Cause I ain't no damn coon trigger. How about you, trigger? You gon' make the move with us. I hear a cooler coming. Take off like running. I hear a coon coming. Take off like who's running. I hear a cooler coming. Take off like who's running. I hear a coon coming. Take off like who's running. One thing's a go. Nothing at a cooler more than putting on a show. Or waking up to a wider version of himself. If he hates his roots, anything from it, he'll try to rake that shit up too. I'm talking soil, but hold just loyal, moil. Oh boy, they don't enjoy their royal coils. Be the coon to the white meat.
All right, so she hears a coon coming. So that
Man, I told like we were talking the other night. I told you, man, white folks are co-op dog shit if they can make some money off of it.
She was just saying what Bakari been saying the whole night. You know what I'm saying? She's just speaking
They're
Bakari
co-op
words.
dog shit.
Oh,
It
man.
don't surprise me. That shit never funny as hell, man.
So that's the white girl rapping that see a coon coming.
Yeah. She said you better run like Kente or whatever she say.
She gonna make her.
Yeah, you know, it's probably some of the rap dudes like Charlamagne the God, they're probably all lusting behind her. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Know how he is.
Yeah, that's about to be the next song on the radio. Y'all ain't know that?
Man, it's something else, man.
And then even that is unprotected. The word coon, rap music, you know what I'm saying? White bitches can infiltrate anything, Bakari. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I say use their ass back. You got the opportunity, you better let them. They're gonna use the shit out of you. You better use them back.
That's true.
Yeah, we funny as hell, Bakari. Well, all right, y'all. Let me get out of here, man. Yo, thank y'all for coming on here, man. I appreciate
Peace to both y'all brothers, man. Peace to everybody in the chat, man.
Yeah, yo, definitely. It's facts considered, yes. Leave our men alone. Let them build themselves up. Our men are the most hated. You know what I'm saying? We the most hated people. They hate us because they ain't us. You know what I'm saying? What can they do? You know what I'm saying? They'll die if they go out in the sun without putting cream on their skin. Can't even go to a beach on a nice day without putting cream on their skin. Of course they hate you. You know what I'm saying? And everywhere that we go, y'all ever notice that there's the most beautiful places, the tropics, the most beautiful places, but it's poverty. Because we got everything, you know what I'm saying? So I know where all the stuff that they stole is at, you know what I'm saying? But we unprotected and underserved. You know why? Because we the only ones that's going to protect us and serve us. So till we get on it, we're going to always be like that. But as always, man, we have got to start standing for something or we're going to keep falling for anything.